5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Operation Launch, where Chris Gramlich and myself, Dustin Kane, are going to launch a product from start to finish on Amazon. We are very excited about this. We're also excited about today because we get to open up a new Amazon Seller Central account, and we haven't done this in, I don't know, 7, 8 years.
Forever.
I know. In fact, we tried to do this yesterday live on video, and there was so many hoops that we had to jump through and so many documents and things that we had to get that we just stopped filming, and instead we took screenshots of every step of the way so that we can get through it a lot faster. You definitely don't want to watch a video of Chris and I rummaging around for documents.
Oh, no, it took forever.
Yeah, and it was very different. So we're actually going to go through every step of the process so you can see every single step of that sign-up process so that you're going to be prepared. You'll actually have all the documents ready, unlike Chris and myself, who were massively underprepared when we tried to sign up, because it's different. I mean, I don't remember, it was so long ago, but I remember signing up in like 5 minutes, maybe. I mean, it was not long at all for me to get signed up. And also, we're really not actually fully signed up yet. We are in a waiting period. So we're going to get to all that. But let's go through every step of the process here. So let's talk about what it's going to look like and the steps you need to take to actually sign up a Seller Central account. You are going to need to go to sellercentral.amazon.com to get to this page right here. And then, of course, we're going to sign up. So we're going to click the sign up button to get started, and that's going to take you to the next step. Now, we did on that sign up, the first page, we entered our email address and created a password. And then, of course, it gets to this next step where we have to verify the email address. So number one, make sure you're using an email address you can access to get this account signed up. But yeah, that was so far, so good. Smooth sailing through that part. Now, here's a list of all of the things that you're going to need in order to complete this process. Sure. We looked at this when we first did this, and sure seemed like we needed a lot more stuff than this.
Yeah.
As we went through it. But you can tell here, Chris, we needed our business and contact information, our address, telephone number, a card. We needed bank details as well. They don't show banking details on this, but you definitely had to have a bank account. And then identity details, where we used, I guess you could use passport or driver's license, but we were able to use a driver's license. So yeah, this is what we thought we would need. But as you see when we go through here, you're gonna need a lot. There's quite a few steps to this. So we started right off the bat. We selected the United States. That's where our business is located. And then we can move on. It looked like I didn't see really any countries that couldn't. I'm not sure what the restrictions are in terms of countries. Do you know of any, Chris, off the top of your head that you can't sell out? I'm not sure. Anyway, all right. So moving on to the next step. Chris, you can take it away from here.
Yeah, this is where we had to actually put in the location and the business type. So we put in United States, business type, privately owned business. That's going to be probably the majority of you are going to select that. Mm-hmm. And then at the bottom here, you got to put the name of the business. So the business name. This is what you use to register with your state or the federal government. So whatever your business entity name is, like XYZ Inc. Incorporated or something, whatever it is, that's what your business name is going to be. You'll put it there. We kind of blocked it out here. But after you do that, you'll go on to the next step. And Dustin and I just kept going through, and we didn't know what we were going to expect. We just kept going and going, and finally, we reached a verification point where we'll get to here in a minute. But this next one, this is where they verify through a text message. So we had to put in the company registration number, which is like an EIN number. We had to put that in there. We had to put in the address. the company address. We had to confirm that. And then we had to put in a phone number there at the bottom where it says PIN, which Amazon sends you, and then you have to type this PIN in to verify that you got it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty standard security protocol, just to make sure we're a real person. We're getting the real phone number that we can get access to. One thing to note here is we selected signing up as a privately owned business. Some of you who are just starting, you may not have a business set up, so you could sign up as an individual, in which case all this would be your social security number, and then, of course, your home address, etc. So don't fret if you don't have an LLC or something yet. You can still get signed up and obviously change that stuff later. All right, so next step, this is where we registered our business address. They put a little note here at the top. This was interesting for us because this was our first indication that there was going to be multiple steps here, where they said we may verify this address by sending you a postcard, which is interesting for the digital age to have a postcard sent to us. But turns out that is what's going to happen at the end here, is we're going to have to wait on a postcard. But anyway, put our address there. Again, we had to get a PIN through text message again. And then we had to enter the primary contact person, which, of course, for you guys out there will probably be yourselves. All right. Next up, Chris, take it away. This is where we started to have to enter the seller information.
Yep. This is where we had to put in the information, your personal information. So you pick where your citizenship, country of birth, put your date of birth in there. Proof of identity. So they had two different ones there. There was a driver's license or a passport. We chose driver's license. So you'll need to put in that driver's license number and the expiration date of that. The country of issue, you'll have to put in there. The residential address. So you'll have to put in your address. This is going to be different, I believe, than the business address, but in most cases, it could be the same if you're doing this as an individual seller. So you'll put your address in there, mobile phone number, and then here at the bottom, you have to check off any of these other two. Is the beneficiary owner of the business or legal representation of the business? So we had to do some of this as well. But the main things you're doing here is just putting in a driver's license number, expiration, your address, and mobile phone number.
Yep, exactly. And you want to make sure that if you do have multiple owners, that you select no here, that you have that the personal information is just for one of them, not all of the owners of the business. All right. So the next step of the process is getting the bank account verification going. Let's see here. So we did it right before we got this bank account verification pending. Is we have to upload a bank statement. So I believe that's in the next step. That's what we had to do to verify the bank account. So next up, we got the billing information. One thing that we didn't touch on yet, but there is a fee to be selling on Amazon. There's a $39.99 a month fee. Let's see what this says here. Nice. I guess they're including the global fee into one, huh?
Nice.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's new. So, but anyway, $39.99 to be a professional seller on Amazon, which is what you're going to want to be. And then obviously we're going to have to put in our credit card information and billing address. And then moving on to the next step, this is where we had to enter our bank account information, which it does not tell you at the beginning that you need to be prepared to enter your bank statements. So this was pretty straightforward here in terms of entering the bank information. And then moving on, once we entered it, we had to click this verify bank account. And I don't know if we took a screenshot of that, but we had to upload a document, a bank document. I believe that might be on the very next.
There it is.
This is it right here. So this is where we had to upload the bank statement. All right. So you can see right here, we first had to upload the driver's license. So we had a picture of the front and back of the driver's license. And then we had to upload a bank account statement. Now, this was interesting because there was a pop-up that came on that was uploading instructions. And if you can see here, they want you to upload a bank statement, but you have to hide all the account numbers and monetary amounts. So you're going to have to get a little creative with some kind of editing software where you can black out everything. One thing that we did is we just printed it off, blacked it out with marker, took a picture of it, and uploaded it. So that's some of the what you have to be prepared for is make sure that you have that bank statement, black it out, upload it. And obviously that would be either whether it's your business bank account that you've got set up or your personal bank account, if that's how you're going to operate. So that got us through this section right here. And then we had to talk about the store and product information. So one thing to know is we actually haven't decided on a store name yet. So Chris and I just typed in something generic right here. And for everyone out there, you don't have to go right now and create your store name. You can just put something in there and you can always change it later. So that's what we did. Yep. You can take it away here, Chris. What are these other things here?
Yeah. So after you come up with the name, this is where they give you some questionnaires on the products that you're going to be offering. So do you have UPC codes for all your products? I would answer yes here. That would be my advice.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about how you can get those later on as we start sourcing. But yes, you'll need those.
And you just go through and answer each one of these. So that's what we did here. We just went through and answered yes or no, or some of them, or whatever the question asked. But you'll go through each one of these questions and just check them boxes that make sense, and then just go on to the next page.
Yep. All right. So then we got to the end, and we were all ready to get started. We were like, okay, we're at the end. We're just going to verify this. Can't wait to start messing around inside Seller Central. And we get this notification that they are going to send us a postcard. It's going to contain a code. It's going to take probably at least 7 days to arrive. And so now we have to wait. So for all of you out there who are looking to get started right away, do this right now because you're going to have to wait. And we still don't know if there's going to be a phone call or an interview process or something of that nature that we've heard about. So we'll be reporting back on that. And you can see on the next screen, of course, we're filming this hopefully during the end of the pandemic, but that's going to cause a delay, potential delay in the delivery of the postcard. So we're on a holding pattern here. It's the 15th of April right now. So we've got to wait until at least the 23rd to get it. And then we'll enter the code and then we'll see what's going to happen next. So those are the steps for signing up the account. Make sure you have all that stuff handy. This was certainly very different, very, very different. They're being much more rigorous on who they let open up an account. They just want to make sure it's a real person. I mean, we can clearly tell that. Yeah, and I think this whole process took about an hour and a half, maybe, by the time we had to get the paperwork and stuff. Yeah, I think it could have been quicker if we knew all that stuff that we had to have. We knew we had to black stuff out and take pictures of it and upload it, all that stuff. So, yeah, hopefully this video helps. Hopefully you'll be prepared to walk through, have everything you need ready. Also be prepared to sign up and then wait, which is where we are right now. So during this waiting period, we're very excited because this is where we're going to now start talking about product research. So the next couple of videos that we shoot is going to be our process for finding products, which is, there's half systematic and half probably entertaining. Just, what looks cool? What do we want to sell? And then, of course, finding out if it's a good product to sell. So we're excited about jumping into those now where we dive into the product research. But that is how you open up an account on Seller Central. So we look forward to seeing you guys for the rest of our journey.